Alright, I had a 116.5. Yay.
Good laps.
111. 4, nice. What happened to Jimmy Two-Thumbs?
I haven't been able to link all the sections together. There's some fast lines at this track.
Where's that flying?
That first rhythm section, triple quad quad.
Yeah.
That's a good line. Then the other rhythm section, triple onto table, double off, triple quad out for the finish. What's your fast lap here, Jim?
He had a 112.5 or something. Not now, but he did have for a couple days ago.
I'm gonna crash a lot here this weekend.
Somebody's spectating. Jimmy, or must have left and spectating now. Will you? It's only you and I racing, man. Why? I don't know, let's see what's here. No. Oh, where am I going? Where the fuck am I going? I gotta go left there. Son of a whore. No, don't hit the A-bell. Oh, you fucking whore. Don't hit the A-bell for it. Let's go. No. No, no. I missed the rhythm. Missed that rhythm. Get it back, though. Get it back. Get it out. I was trying to get him to use his way in there. Oh. Oh no. Not that. Not that.
Oh, DeeD!
Oh, I shoveled you back. No. Oh, fast.
$250?
I should have won that race. Yeah, I should have won it. I fell down too many times. You guys, yeah, on had a fast lap there, but you fell down quite a bit. Maybe just waiting up for me. I think he was.
Never.
That's like a thumb pump. Arm. You get arm cup holding on to a fucking controller.
Hey, Deed.
That's a thumb pump. I know, it's so heavy. Get the vibration on, full, you still wouldn't get arm pump. I would on a real bike, real motorcycle bike, yeah. Huh? I've been on them before, yeah, but I didn't go very fast. They're just too fast. Just too fast and dangerous for me. I stick to the scooter. I've been watching this motocross stuff from back when Jeremy McGrath was winning all the titles. Listen, you ever hear the old two start going? That's when McGrath and Emmett were doing the famous battles. Honda goes just fast on the 250. You're the 450. Oh, you get down to 13 seconds on the 250. Nice.
Yeah, just not during race. Occasion, fun.
Who would have picked Cooper Webb to win the fucking 450 race last weekend? I would never pick him. Not a fuck. Oh, fuck. Fucking Sexton fucking choked big time the last fucking lap. Second to the last lap.
Yeah, it was the last lap.
On 4 different races. Well, you can't, and fuck no. He had a big fucking lead, and he fucking blew it. I would have never picked Cooper Webb there.
I'm not a Webb fan, but I was happy he beat Chase. When he's feeling it, he is. When he's not, he doesn't say anything. But that's where he's only cocky when he's right.
Yeah, he was winning the 250 championship thing. Then again, it was the big guys and found that he couldn't run with them all the time. He got pissed off or whatever.
Last year he wasn't cocky at all. He didn't say shit.
Yeah.
I'll do one more. That's it.
Another fellow I like, but a lot of you guys didn't like him, but I liked him. He was Chad Reed. I always liked him racing. He was right in there with fucking James Stewart.
Yeah, well, what's funny, this reminds me, I heard it on a podcast and it was just like completely clicked, was between Chase, Cooper, and Eli is a lot like Ricky, James, and Chad back in the day. Webb's like Chad, Eli's like Ricky, and Chase is like Stewart. Fastest guy, crashes too much. Reed and Wet. He is the fastest guy. He crashes.
He really is the fastest guy. Right? He just.
Green up. But no, that's what I'm saying is, just like James, Chase, fastest guy, but doesn't put it all together. Ricky and Eli, it's like they're just solid. And then there's Webb and Reed, where they'll be off all day, seconds down a lap from the leaders, and then somehow in the main they just get it done. Green up good. Nope. When he does put it together, he's going to be a terror, but it's going to take, I mean, He hasn't done it yet.
I remember them races when James Stewart way at the fucking back and he come right up and fucking win the fucking thing. I like watching the Reed and the Carmichael in the James Stewart racing. That area. That was Carmichael. He fell quite a bit too, but I found he was more steady than James Stewart was. More. He's the best. Like that outdoor series between Eli and Chase Sexton there. Sexton beat himself up. He beat himself. He fell so many times in the fucking lane. You can't do that. He would have won it, the whole thing. That nerve Beckham, I guess. I'm surprised Eli didn't get better spot than what he did. He only got fifth, didn't he?
I heard he had the flu.
Usually he runs right up to the pack when he started off in 8th or 9th, and
I heard he was super sick all weekend.
Oh, that's why. And usually when he starts that far back, he's usually up around the leaders halfway through at least. Didn't make too many excuses. I wouldn't mind making the money he makes.
Well, if you're talking the bonuses from Supercoss, he makes a lot more. I mean, to win a Supercoss main event, he has $100,000 bonus.
Then he's got all the endorsements, the things that have sell him different things, of him, pictures and videos and figurines and shit like that. Doesn't he have figurines yet?
Yeah, toys.
Yeah, toys. Yeah. It probably will be.
But there's a bunch of toys, a little bunch of guys. Never said they didn't.
They don't get paid big money like the fucking golfers fucking make for shooting a little tiny ball down the fucking field. They don't pay big money like hockey players or basketball players or something.
No, they don't make like football players.
They put more.
Eli makes good money, but the guys behind him don't.
No.
I mean, those top guys, all of them make good money, but you go down to like 10th place, those guys are barely scraping by. I mean, they probably make 60 grand a year, which isn't shit money, but it's a lot when you're talking, or I mean, it's nothing when you're talking the best in the world at something.
And all the travel expenses and things like that, and keeping the bikes up. And if you're not in a, what do you call it? It's not a group, but if you're not sponsored, you're really almost fucked. Unless you get money to back you.
You're just going off prize money. You'll just only do the Supercross that's at your home state or one that's close. I don't know, like the Webb, Tomac, those guys make, you know, between $2 and $8 million a year, depending if they win championships. And then you go back to like the Aaron Plessingers and those guys make a couple $100,000 a year. And then you drop back behind them and those guys make like 50 grand a year. Well, depends what you mean, because it sounds like a lot of money to you and me, but when you're talking like top pro athlete that can get a podium, to be the top 3 in the world any given night, that's all they're making, like that ain't shit. No, it like don't get me wrong, if I had the chance to make a couple $100,000 a year, I would jump on that tomorrow. But if you think of how much money the 3rd best golfer, or even the 10th best golfer in the world makes, like it's not even comparable. Those guys make hundreds of millions of dollars a year. If you're like top 5 golfer, yeah, you're making hundreds of millions a year.
Really? Where does the money come from? How do they get paid? Like even hockey players, where do they get paid millions of dollars a year? The fans, they wouldn't get that at the fucking gate.
Endorsements, because there's a lot of money in golf. But prize money from the series, that's where there's a lot. Because so like, where I used to live in Arizona, in Scottsdale, they held one of like, they held the US Open there. They hold it there. And there is so much money poured into that event, and so much money for people that spin there. They're able to offer millions of dollars to the winner. If I could choose anything for my kid to be a pro at, it would be golf. There's no danger. There's tons of money. You don't even have to be in good shape.
No. They would swing the fucking club. Oh, the best golfers in the world don't fucking work out the fucking gyms or like this.
I mean, the tip of the top golfers make like 300, 400 million. I'll look it up after this.
What, 400 million?
I mean, he definitely used to, but anymore, I don't think he's a hot commodity anymore. Yeah, I mean, everybody knows who he is. And that's the other thing with golf. If you break into the top, you have like a guaranteed career for like 30, 40 years of just making bank. Like, you could easily still be competitive at 50 years old.
Look how long Jack Nicklaus went, and a Palmer.
Yeah.
Let's do it golfing right into the late 60s. Well, I imagine we do a lot of in the practice tees and stuff.
Good, dude. No. How many times are we gonna crash? Not good. Okay, it's better. Man.
That is bad. We are fucking still walking around the track with the light. And there you have it, folks.
Tiger Woods' net worth is $800 million.
Oh, is what? His net worth $800 million?
Yep.
Holy fuck. Is that what he makes every year, $800 million?
No, that's just what it's worth.
That's what he's worth,
His net worth.
Why would anybody need that much money? Like, seriously?
Oh, nobody needs that much.
It's nice to have. I guess it's nice. What are you gonna do? I mean, there's only so much you can buy. I mean, to be happy.
But if you have that much money, you should use it for doing good things. I'll do one more. Ready up.
Yeah, you should help other people out. Yeah.
Like if you're in those types of money and you don't do anything for anybody else, that's kind of fucked. Jim.
That's how a lot of these guys gain
Ready up.
That's a lot of these guys gain popularity by giving a lot of the money away to either research or funding and stuff like hospitals, whatever. And
yeah, I mean, I think there's better ways to use that money.
I wouldn't give it to the politicians, that's for sure.
Yeah, fuck no.
And wasn't Donald Trump a millionaire? Maybe he still is a fucking millionaire. I don't know.
Yeah, Donald Trump's rich as all get out. Oh, I don't care if people are rich or not. That's awesome that you were able to build a company that huge.
I like some.
He does some stuff. I mean, that's the thing, and that's where 99% of super wealthy people, I don't agree at all with how they use their money. They might use a very small percentage of their money to act like they're doing good, but it's no different than me taking out $10 out of my pocket a year. Like,
that's right. I would, in a lot of ways, I wish we had somebody like Donald Trump running this fucking country. Somebody speak the fuck up. Oh, I don't mind Donald Trump. I mean, he didn't.
Why is he an idiot? You're fired. You're fired.
He had the money. You get the money. He doesn't fucking care.
No, he doesn't give a shit what anybody thinks about him, which I think is awesome. I don't think he's. Can I finish speaking for a second? I don't think that he's a great president, but I also don't think we've had a good president in a long, long time. The person he was running against or the person he lost against, either one, neither of them should have been used as president either.
Biden should never be in this president. He's a fucking candy ass.
No.
Why should I be racist against Biden? He's a white guy. So it's my opinions.
How is it racist?
How am I being racist by saying something bad about some? He's not black. He's not African American. He's not Jewish or anything. So he's a normal white person. Well, how can I be racist against him? How can I be racist?
That's my granddee. Don't talk to me that way.
How can I be racist against somebody that's white?
No, please explain, Jim.
Racism falls in the category when I'm saying something bad about somebody that's not white or is in the wrong, is a different religion than me or a different color. That's racist. But I never say anything about that.
No. Hold on.
What?
How does that have anything to do with what we're talking about?
It's got nothing to do with me talking about the president. He's nuts. God. Where? Well, I am, but I'm not. I'm not gonna say I'm not racist.
Don't even listen to him right now.
But I'm not racist saying that stuff about those presidents.
But that's what we were talking about. That isn't that. But no.
I didn't say the president is black. That's why I don't like him. I didn't say that. That's racism.
Oh
my gosh. This is you're talking about our family matters, Matthew. You're talking about our family matters. That's got nothing to do with what we're talking about here. I like black people. There's a lot of black people out there I like. There is a lot. I have black friends, if I do. Well, there's a lot of them got chicks on their shoulders. That's right. They do, yeah.
Don't even listen to him, Deed.
Well, a lot of black people call themselves niggers. There. Yeah, they sing songs with fucking nigger word in it, for Christ's sake. Now that's contradicting themselves. They're contradicting themselves when they sing a song and say nigger this and nigger that. I mean, fuck off. Saying nigger this and nigger that. They're the ones that saying it. A white guy saying it is different. We say the N-word. Oh, we're racist. But if they say it, if the black person says the N-word, it's okay. What's up with that shit?
You don't understand. You don't know what it was like to have a great-great-grandfather. That's what black people say.
Oh. What the fuck? Oh, no. Give me all that. Yeah. Oh, where'd you go? Oh. I slowed down the roof. I tried to jump a couple at a time. Didn't work for you.
Yeah.
No, don't hit that. Why? You go over that fire and hit that freaking hay bale for crying out loud. That sucks. You're driving on a pile of sand on this track. Riding everywhere. There's no way you can make a hard pack track in the editor, is there? Like these are all like loose layered tracks at the top of them. Like when you go into some of the races, the tracks are hard packed, not like this. Okay. You want to take that really fast. It's falling into. I guess he didn't like us telling him that he wasn't right. Fuck! What the fuck? I just don't understand him sometimes.
I don't either, dude.
What I was saying, what I was saying had nothing to do with my home life here. Nothing whatsoever.
No.
Really?
No. I don't like Biden. You're a racist. Well, I didn't say I wasn't, but what are you talking about?
Yeah. Really, I know I am in a lot of areas, but I'm not. I wasn't being racist by talking about Biden or Trump or anything like that. I was just saying what they did, what I liked, if I liked what they did in office or whatever, or I didn't like them. I like Trump and some things he did because he didn't give a shit. If somebody like that working for our country to do fucking things, we would have been out of debt by now. I'm sure of it. Like Trudeau, he's just like his father, big wussy. Put the big show on for everything. Now that's not being racist. Well, it is in a way. Racism against his father. If you call it racism, I don't think it is, but it's my opinion against somebody. It's not. But we were right, and he was, and Jimmy Two-Shoes was wrong, and we didn't like it, so we left.
Yeah, I don't understand why he was upset. I don't know, dude.
I don't know why he's upset either. But that's exactly how he acts sometimes. He just, I love him. He's my son. I love him, but there's some things that you just shouldn't get upset about, and he gets upset about stupid things. I don't know if he's drinking. I never how he got to the liquor store unless he walked there and got himself, because his mother said he's not supposed to be drinking with the medication he's on. It just sounded to me like he wasn't sober, that's for sure, when he talked to me tonight.
No, unfortunately, he's drinking and taking medication, which I don't think's a good thing.
I think so. It's not a good thing. I mean, yeah. I wish. He hasn't come around yet, and he's over. And he'll be 39 years old next month. He hasn't come around yet. I just don't know what to do. I'm not into my ropes a lot of times with him, but I just wish he'd settle down and get into the real world, if you know what I mean. Get in this real world out there, and he's not in it yet. He hasn't comprehended that he's got to do this on things on his own and stuff instead of relying on mom and dad all the time.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing. Yeah. Anyway, nothing gabbing about him.
Because all your other kids are doing all right for themselves, right?
Oh yeah, James, he's teaching jiu-jitsu. And Jonathan, youngest guy, Jonathan was the one I picked to fail. My youngest guy, because he had the hardest life growing up. He was handicapped from the day he was born almost, because we had to get operations on his knees, on his ankles, and he was it's cerebral, mild case of cerebral palsy, like slow learning, and I picked him to be the one that would fail. Like I love him and everything, but in my mind, he's one that we were going to have to help the most. But it turned out he's the one that we have to help the less. Yeah. He worked hard. He went to school, and he got through school grade 12, and he went to he couldn't play. He got ticked off because he couldn't play sports the way he wanted to play. And that made me feel bad because I was always into sports and I love sports. I was average at everything. I wasn't good at any one sport. I was average on all of them. But he with his ankles he couldn't run and he couldn't skate. So that left baseball out. He played baseball or basketball. Basketball and hockey with his ankles. He couldn't skate. He couldn't get his ankles to go right to skate. And anyway, he worked around that. So he went to school to learn how to vocational school sort of thing, and learn how to look after the mentally challenged people. And the last 8 years he's been doing really good, working on the same job down Halifax, the city, looking after people that are my age but got the mentality of a 7 or 8 year old. And he bathes them and looks after them, changes the pamper, whatever it is. They have to change. He does all that stuff, and he works with them and talks to them. He's great at it. And I pat him on the back for it. And he's doing great. He gets paid a lot of money for doing it, and he's the one that has the most success out of the 3 boys.
That's awesome, though.
I mean, if you ask, them sports commentators on WWE, he could be one of them. Seriously, he knows every one of the wrestlers. It don't matter whether it's Next or WWE or whatever it is. He knows every one of them. He knows what they won, what they haven't won. He knows the championships, what year they won the championships, and then everything. He knows everything. You can ask him anything about any wrestler. He can tell you what they are, where they went, and how much they make, whatever, blah, blah, blah. That in movies, too. Movies, he can tell you who acted in that movie, who the producer was, who directed the fucking thing. I mean, he's got a photographic memory, and it lasts. It's uncanny what he can do.
That's awesome.
Seriously, he could be one of them announcers on WWE and fit right in like a glove. He could probably do better than those guys. It's uncanny the memory he's got. But he works at the down Halifax and works with the mentally challenged people. I got to hand it to him because it's not something I could do. I wouldn't have the patience. I never had the patience for doing something like that. I, I, I never had a lot of patience anyway, but he's like his mother, my wife Bonnie. She's got she's got all kinds of patience. She worked in the senior citizen homes, and she went out on her own and did things to different people, elderly people. She's got patience. She's got patience with the elderly people. She's got patience with the young kids. Jonathan got that trait from her. My youngest brother Jonathan, he got patience galore. There's stuff that I would get upset about, he'd laugh about it. So would my wife. Oh yeah, it's. I mean, it's awesome the way what he's doing. It really is, and he's gonna get bumped up to $25 an hour next month, which is really great. And then it's gonna be retroactive. It's supposed to be retroactive for the last 3 years, so get retroactive pay $5 an extra, $5 an hour extra. That $5 extra will be retroactive from 3 years ago, so that's gonna be quite a bit of money for 30,000-40,000, I would think.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And he deserves it. Anybody working with those kind of jobs deserves.
Yeah, I mean that's a tough job.
I don't know how he does it.
I wouldn't be able to.
I couldn't wash some other guy's privates and stuff. You know what I mean? I'd have to have a big fucking brush about 10 feet long.
Maybe even 15, dude.
More, that's right. The warts in their back and their private stuff. And he watches the girls, the women too. I don't know how that's possible. You'd think the girls that do the same thing he does would be the ones washing the women, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Because if he's there, if there's only two, if he's the only one there in the morning sometimes, and they need a bath, or if he's the only one there at nighttime before they take a bath, then he's the one that has to do it. My hat's off to him. I'm so proud of him, the way he worked and did everything himself. He wanted to do it, and he's geared to do it, and he never looked back. I mean, it's great. But now with Matthew, it's different. Matthew depends on us. He's depending on us all the time, and it's not right. I keep trying to tell Matthew that not to depend on us, because we're not going to be here one of these times. Your mother's going to be gone, or I'm going to be gone, or both of us going to be gone. Yeah. Then what are you going to do? To fall back on? Who's he going to fall back on then? His younger brother, Jonathan, doesn't even. Well, they had a big fight over Christmas, so Jonathan's not even talking to him now. Jonathan finally spoke back to him, and I was surprised. Jonathan said, "No, you're not going to push me around no more." Like he talked to him every day. And yeah, Jonathan finally snapped back at him. That's good. I don't know, but James, he's just doing the jiu-jitsu thing. Teaching jiu-jitsu to the younger groups and stuff. He's not making a whole lot of money at it. He's making a career out of it, but it's about it. Yeah. Like Jonathan, like he doesn't make a whole lot of money for the stuff he does, like doing the work that he does. That kind of work, I would think we pay like $40 an hour at least $40 an hour. Like he's getting up to $25 an hour next month. He started at $19 an hour, and that's gonna be up to. So it's eight years. You only got a $6 raise. That's not really good, is it? But he loves doing it, and he's been looking after his own apartment down in Halifax there for the last 8 years. He likes being by himself. Nobody around to tell him what to do. He said, "Dad, I'm not gay or anything, but I don't want to have anybody live with me, like a girl or a guy. Because we probably just end up fighting about my things here." He said.
Yeah, I don't know. I blame him there.
I don't blame him there either myself. He's been by himself for so long now. Anybody that comes in, he doesn't want that. But with me, I wanted somebody to be with me. That's why I got married. So I found this specific woman that I got now 40 years ago, a little over 40 years ago. And we've been together ever since. And we were like night and day. Like, I did all the bad stuff. She didn't know no bad stuff. She didn't drink. She didn't smoke. She didn't curse or swear or nothing like that. She didn't like to party or anything. I did all the bad stuff. I don't
That's me and
But
my wife.
I always had a designated driver whenever we went into a party, like Christmas time or New Year's. She always drove because I drank. I couldn't drive. I was gonna drink, so yeah. I always had a designated driver. With my wife. And I don't know how we stayed together for so long because we did just like night and day between her and me. But the jobs I did have, we were away from each other quite a bit. Like I worked night shift and she worked day shift. When I went when I was going to work, she was going to bed. When I coming home, she was going to work. So we didn't see a whole lot of each other. But we did get together 3 times. We had 3 boys. We didn't manage to get together 3 times. We had 3 boys. We were kind of hoping we would have a girl in there, but it didn't happen. We didn't get a girl. There's girls in the family. My sister now.
2 boys right now. We have our 3rd on the way, and we're hoping for a girl. But
I hope
if
we
it's
did get
another
a girl.
boy, we're not trying again.
That's it. You can't really predict what's going to be or what's going to be when it does come. All we were worried about is the health, the baby when it comes.
Absolutely.
But when she had her first one, she had her first baby. She had it naturally. The second one, Matthew, she had to get a cesarean. And so after one cesarean, you have to have cesarean with the next one, the 3rd one.
Yeah.
The Jonathan was cesarean. So after the 2nd cesarean, the doctor said to her and me, it'd be risky to have another child, either with my wife or for the child that's going to be born. So she made the decision of getting the tubes tied that she couldn't have any more kids.
Yeah.
After the 3rd boy. It was hard. I mean, it'd be hard for me to do that. To knowing that you couldn't have any more kids anymore the rest of your life.
Yeah.
And for a woman, I would imagine that would be kind of devastating. I think it was, but she didn't show it a lot. She's a tough woman. She really is. She doesn't show her anything. She could be limping around with her bad knee or whatever. She wouldn't even complain about the pain. Then you take these kids, go to school in the morning, and goes back get like our foster kids. She takes them to preschool, daycare every morning, between 7:30 in the morning. Goes back and gets them at 5 o'clock at night. Puts them in the van, and puts all the seatbelts on, and everything. Does it twice a day, 5 days a week. And then we got Matthew in there having to go get him wherever he lives at now, which is quite a bit out of the way. But she still does it. Go gets him, takes him to work, and takes the kids to preschool. Then when at nighttime he goes back and gets him, takes him home. So she doesn't complain about that because he's her son, and she doesn't want to get him angry at her. Well, that's my life. In a nutshell, I suppose.
Yeah.
But I enjoy being with I didn't enjoy, when Matthew was Wesley, then they come over here 3 months ago. He lived living with us for that month and a half, 2 months. It was almost unbearable for me because we never seen eye to eye at all, and it's no good having your son or daughter or whatever the case may be, even your wife, when you can't get along. If you don't see eye to eye to anything, then there's tension there all the time.
Yeah, sure.
I just wish he would. I really wish that he would grow up. Probably won't be in my lifetime, huh? But anyway.
All right, Deed.
All right, good, Honey. It's great to have that races with you and playing the Fall Guys. So. It's always nice to have somebody to fun to have these games with.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's
Love you, Deed. You're a good dude.
Yeah, thanks. You too. And I don't know why Matthew said those things to you earlier, because you invited him to your place and you're going to pay for his tickets and stuff. And so I couldn't believe that he would ask him that same night 10 times. Are you serious, Honda? If you already told me you were going to do it, you shouldn't have asked him that many times afterwards, or even whatever. You're nice enough to offer it to him, and he said it to him. Well, you wouldn't have said it if you didn't mean it, right?
Nope. Nope. And I told him 15 other times, yep. So I don't know.
I think you're a great fella for having the boys over like that. I mean, seriously. If I didn't hate getting on a fucking plane, I'd go to your place.
Yeah, for sure. And you're always welcome. I don't blame you on the whole plane situation. But
what part of the United States do you live at? What?
Kind of West Coast. I mean, I live in Utah, so
that's not anywhere around. Where did James just moved down to Wyoming area there?
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean it's not super close, but it's not super far away either.
Is that west of that way towards the Pacific Ocean way?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, he's at the West Coast now. That's across the continent, really. Almost like if you measured it from Nova Scotia across the whole Canada, that's how far he's away. And probably how far you are too from me.
Yeah. Do they visit much?
Who, James?
Yep.
He worked at him and his girlfriend broke off with him 2 weeks before Christmas last year, which is really devastating. I was shocked. But anyway, and they were together for 8 years. And James is going to come home himself, but then the flight got canceled the day he was going to come because of bad weather.
Yeah.
So he didn't make it home for Christmas this year, or last year. For the past Christmas, he didn't make it home. And we were sending him the money to come home on the plane ticket, and we had a hotel book for him and his girlfriend. Everything was all set up for them. And I was going to let him use my truck to get back and forth from the motel and visit his friends here and her mother and father. I was going to let him use my truck. But it didn't happen this year. It would have been so hard. But usually he did come home the last 2 years before that. Jonathan, he comes home, he comes home for a weekend sometimes to stay with me, and we have a ball reminiscing over the old movies, like the funny movies, like the old Arthur movies, the funny ones you laugh at, and we have a great time doing that.
And then Jim's always around.
Matthew, he's different. I love him to death, but he can't understand that I can love him, and he doesn't understand that I can love him and be ticked off at him at the same time.
Yeah, no. Until you have your own kids, you don't understand that shit. I mean, my kids are super young right now, but I'll love them no matter what, even if they piss me off and they, You know.
Yeah, oh yeah, and they will. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind that sometime or other that they will.
Absolutely.
And you're gonna get over that hurdle when it comes, and you'll probably get over that hurdle pretty good, same as normal people would. Yeah, and it's just the way of life. It can happen.
Yep. I was, you know, I did a lot of stuff that pushed my parents' buttons. So
Oh my God, I was a bad motherfucker when I was growing up. Holy fuck! I used to steal the car keys and go on the drunken spree and get drinking with my buddies and drive the car.
Yep. See, it was worse
shit.
because I had my own car at 16. So as soon as I got my license, I was everywhere.
Oh yeah, it saves me. As soon as I got my own car, I was never hardly ever home. I'd probably end up coming home about 1 or 2 o'clock in the fucking morning and have to work at 7:30 in the morning.
Yep. There was a week where I wasn't home for 8 days, and my parents got a hold of me like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, I remember with my mother's car one time there. I was friends with one of the guys, Stuyak there, little town Stuyak there where I live. His father was the chief of police, and him and I got together one night. I took Mom's car, and we bought this 40-ounce of fucking whiskey. We drank it straight with Pepsi chasing. We got fucking hammered. And, oh my! I dropped my sister off in the swimming pool in Milford on the way, and then we went to the hockey rink in Elmsdale. And there we got really hammered. I don't even remember getting behind the wheel, but I guess from what was going on, Dave, the guy that was with me, he pushed me, somehow got me in the back seat. I was passed out, and he drove. He wasn't much better shape than I was. He drove to the swimming pool anyway. He got my sister. I guess she flew into him for getting me drunk. Then I got home. I remember getting in the house and passing out on the kitchen floor and waking up with Mom screaming at me. You know, I was banned from the car for 4 months. I was a bad little fucker. But I always helped my mother, no matter what she wanted, around the house, like doing the lawn, shoveling the driveway, whatever the case may be. I was always there to help her, help my mom. But my brother Kenny he reminds me of Matthew. He does, seriously. He wouldn't do nothing for Mom. When he goes to work, he wouldn't give her no money for staying home. Like I gave my mother $50. It wasn't very much because I was made very much, but I gave my mom $50 a week for staying home, like just to get me used to paying board, right? But my brother wouldn't give her a fucking dime. He thinks my brother thought the world owed him a living, and basically, that's what Matthew's like. He thinks the world owes him a living. The world does not owe you anything. You got to make it yourself what you want.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I learned that young. So my brother is 6 years older than me, and we started paying rent the same day at our parents' house. I was 16 or 17 at the time. So I just moved out when I was 17 and had to grow up quick.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go on a Fire Stick and watch a movie, maybe.
Sounds good, Deed. You have a good night.
You too, guys. Everybody, thanks.
Yep. Talk to you later.
Yeah.